So now the epoxy has had a chance to set for a couple of days and it's completely cured. So the next step in this process is going to be sanding this down and getting everything prepped for the varnish. Now I'm going to be sanding the epoxy down with some 220 grit, and I'm going to be doing the face with the sander, but I'm going to be doing the edges and the sides by hand just because I don't want to accidentally burn through. And I'm doing this outdoors because I don't want to have the dust floating around inside the air where I'm going to be doing my varnishing. So I'm trying to work in between rain clouds today, and I think I've got about 10-15 more minutes before the next round hits. So hopefully I'll be able to get this done and we can move back indoors where I won't have to worry about it. So what is it they say about best laid plans? Well, I can tell you it started to rain on me outside, so I had to move everything indoors. Now, it still doesn't change the fact that when I'm sanding, I don't want to create any dust in here because this is where I'm going to be doing my varnishing. So the way I'm going to try and work around this is by wet sanding. Now, the sander that I'm going to be using, it's a 3-inch model or the 3-inch unit from Quick Cut Sanders. And I'm going to be talking a lot more about them in my next episode. But for right now, this is just kind of a last-minute switch for me going to Plan B. So this is going to be the first time that I've used this sander for this type of application. Normally I'm using it for sanding down gel coat repairs and painting projects, but I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet for doing a varnishing job, so this will be kind of fun. Well, this worked out really slick, and I think I've kind of found the way that I'm going to be prepping all of my varnish jobs from here on out. If you take a closer look, you can see there are a few spots here and there that are still a little shiny. Those are areas that I didn't hit with the sander. And I'm going to come back by hand and hit these few little spots just because I didn't want to work it too hard with the sander and accidentally burn through. So I'm going to let this set overnight and dry, and then tomorrow do my last little touch-ups, and we'll be laying down the varnish tomorrow.